We're with Senator Bob Smith in front of the Department of Environmental Protection in Trenton with a unveiling of a brand new sign. Tell us about the sign, Senator.
Well, the sign celebrates the Highlands Act, which is providing water, clean water, for 5.5 million New Jerseyans. And both Assemblyman McKeon and myself were the prime sponsors of the legislation. It was a pleasure to work with the Highlands Coalition, the Pinelands Preservation Alliance, on a great campaign to get this law passed. It's now been in effect for a number of years, and it's achieving the purposes that we tried to accomplish, which is preserving clean water for the state of New Jersey.
This governor has what might be called maybe a mixed record on the environment. What can the legislature do when a lot of these environmental acts are victim to his veto pen?
Well, it is a very difficult environment for the environment. All right, the administration has a pretty shaky record on environmental issues, and even in the case of the Highlands, they've appointed members to the Highlands Council who have publicly stated their job is to dismantle the Highlands Act. So that's not a real good way to preserve water supply for the state of New Jersey. But what we have to do is to continue to keep up the good fight. We have to resist when they have crazy measures that are hurtful of the environment, and try our best to push forward legislation that will help clean up the environment.
Related to the environment, the reconstruction after Hurricane Sandy will have some environmental impact. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, there's huge environmental impacts. Our coastline has been devastated. We have a loss of an awful lot of our sand dunes, which were protective of the beach. We have whole areas where homes have been washed away, not only into the ocean, but also into the Barnegat Bay and near Island Beach State Park and Long Beach Island. And we're going to go through a substantial period of time to clean up those water bodies before they're safe. And that's going to have an impact on our tourism dollars. The Barnegat Bay is a $30 billion economic engine, which employs 60,000 people per year. So it really needs to be, the shore has to be a top priority.
Even outside of the direct impact of the storm, the administration has said that they would like to waive some regulations in order to promote rebuilding, and that's a double-edged sword.
It sure is. In the case of Katrina in Louisiana, there is a history where when these environmental regulations were waived, that worse problems were created. As a matter of fact, this company, Ashbrit, that got the no-bid contract to clean up the shore, there are allegations that they've created some Superfund sites in Louisiana as a result of some of their neglect. Now, those are allegations. We're going to see where it goes. I understand a lot of this is in court already. But you really have to be careful that you do the right thing, because sometimes the solution to the problem creates a worse problem. And that's what you're starting to get into when you waive some significant environmental regulations.
What type of oversight will there be in terms of matching or balancing construction against the environment?
Well, number one, Senator Sweeney and I think Speaker Oliver have proposed integrity monitors. And their job is to take a look at these contracts and make sure that the citizens of New Jersey are getting the best bang for their buck. In addition to that, in both houses of the legislature, you have environment committees. I chair the one in the Senate. Assemblywoman Spencer chairs the one in the Assembly. And we're having our first joint hearing on Sandy-related issues on March the 4th. We have at least a 9-bill package that we're going to put on the table for public discussion. And it's going to deal with a lot of the issues. But these issues are very, very complex. The extent to which you rebuild the shore, tremendous impact. The condemnation of easements so that you can do dunes, and it just goes on and on and on.
Senator, thank you very much.